All right, we're rolling.
Hello, my name is AJ Wilson.
Hello, my name is Usa.
My name is Lennon. We are back for our week 6 discussion. We've started another new book, which is The Aviators, featuring Doolittle, Jimmy Doolittle, James Doolittle's actual name, but and then who's the other one? Charles Lindbergh.
Yep.
Charles Lindbergh was the other one. So this week we were supposed to read chapters 3, 7, and 11.
Yeah.
Correct. Each one kind of featured their own thing. Chapter 3 was about his early life.
Chapter 7 was his pre-war achievements and like his success as a pilot, which established his reputation. And chapter 11 was mainly his mission in World War II after Pearl Harbor, on his leading and bombing of Tokyo, Japan.
Jokes. Okay, so our discussion questions for this week are we're just going to probably run over both of them. Jimmy Doolittle spent a significant amount of his aviation career in test and evaluation. Pick one item that Doolittle tested and discussed its impact on aviation then and today. Kind of starting with that, I kind of noticed it right away at the beginning of chapter 3. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I caught that when he was stationed in, I believe it was New York.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the East Coast, northern East Coast. It was a really bad day, and 90% of the time, pilots were not meant to trust their instruments, fly by the seat of their pants kind of deal. And Doolittle actually went up on a no visibility day and used his instruments for navigation only, which proved to kind of be a turning point that kind of allowed everybody to be like, oh.
Yeah, it's possible. It can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being on off the beginning of chapter 3? Or?
You can go off anywhere, really. There's so many achievements he made.
Okay. So, pretty much chapter 3 details his early life, his innovation development through exposure and mechanical work. He was really big into racing, actually helped participate in the Vanderbilt Cup race, helped give him early experience with speed mechanics, so there's that.
In 1928, he was already world famous as a test pilot and aerial racer. Doolittle was selected by the Army to head up a group of flyers and scientists financed by Guggenheim money at Mitchell Field near Hampstead, Long Island, to investigate and provide solutions for flying aircraft speed control.
Another thing he kind of, later on in chapter 3, studied the effect of G-force on the body.
Yep.
So yeah. To kind of add on to that, he kind of tested how long it would take and what amount of G-force it took for the body to black out and for it to be fatal at that time. I think that was mainly what he tested for.
Yeah. He had a lot of pre-war achievements too. It kind of highlights his success as a pilot, established his reputation as a daredevil, very skilled flyer at that. Doolittle was a pioneer in aviation, mainly because of that. So.
Lots of pilots died for across the U.S. by airplane in under 24 hours. Doolittle decided to give it a go himself. So his first attempt at a cross-country flight ended in disaster and was nearly a catastrophe when he tried to take off from a beach south of Jacksonville, Florida, en route to San Diego.
Yeah, to add on to that, he did eventually complete that flight.
Yeah.
And actually, he was the first person to do it under a day. It was 22 hours and
30 minutes.
30 minutes? It was, yeah.
Pretty close. He's an engine there.
Yeah. Kind kind of something he did though to help him with that flight was he made a tube that had a small drop system out of it with the end of it facing to the aft of the aircraft, so the air suction would pull fluid out of it. So he had a way to go to the bathroom while he was that high up in the air.
That
So-
sucked.
Yeah, but could you imagine holding?
Yeah, 22 hours.
Yeah, you imagine you only land once in 22 hours.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, no, that'd be horrible.
I don't know if I could do that, to be honest.
I think
I'd have
that
like a little pee
Oh.
bottle on the side.
I think that was Durida's first brush with national fame. He received congratulatory letters not only from the chief of the Army Air Service, but more important to him from General Billy Mitchell, whom he greatly admired.
Not really an achievement of Doolittle's, but kind of a interesting deal. At one point, his wife was called to say that he had died in a plane crash, but it turns out that the military had two James Doolittles, and their middle name, they did not check the middle name of who actually perished. So, yeah, kind of a little confusing hiccup there.
You want to talk about the Tokyo mission?
Yeah, we can move on to the Tokyo mission. Yeah. The second question was a significant amount of planning and training went into Doolittle's raid on Tokyo. Discuss the efforts undertaken in preparation and why this level of preparation was necessary for success. Did the planning ensure complete success or partial success?
So pretty much Doolittle's mission in World War II started after Pearl Harbor. He was tasked with the lead. He had to go with an offensive strike against Japan itself to bring hope to the nation. He had large parts of planning and of the raid of Tokyo, which was a complex plan, using B-25 bombers launched from an aircraft carrier. So there's that.
I don't know if it mentioned it, but I think I've watched a movie that dealt with this at one point.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, they had to like shed a bunch of weight out of these things
Yeah.
to make them fly, and then their goal was actually to land in China.
Yeah, they landed in an air base in China.
Landed in China so they could.
Refuel and then fly. Not. Were they flying back or this thing?
No, did they fly back,
I don't remember.
or did they?
Like refill the bomb.
What's that?
Refill the bomb.
They filled back with bombs.
Aircraft.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But anyways, I'd say they did a pretty well job of their mission. They caused a lot of devastation, if that's what it's asking.
If I remember right though. Actually, if I'm thinking differently, and maybe what I read was I misinterpreted, but in a way it was kind of partial success because actually I think they were aimed to land in China somewhere.
Yeah.
And that was going to be their rescue.
Yeah.
That was how they were going to make it out alive, but there wasn't a guarantee of them all making it back.
Yeah. Plus, you're bombing a big city like Japan like that.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody's going to make it out. But
Yeah.
the bombing itself was very successful, I'd say. Japan was leveled. Or Tokyo was leveled. I don't think they had much of that city left.
I'm not gonna laugh.
Anything to add, Usam?
You got any opinions?
Maybe it was horrible for Japanese.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Is there anything else to add? It's kind of short this week, but I don't know, about the same time we usually do.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Pretty close. Okay, I think that kind of covers all the questions.
Alrighty.
This was our week
Okay.
6 discussion. Here's
3 pages.
I don't remember my mouse is. I can't scroll very well. Yep, got some notes. All got notes. So perfect.